Okay, did you know a tiny, seemingly harmless classification error on your Washoe County property taxes could actually be draining hundreds of dollars from your wallet every single year? Yeah, it's wild. Welcome to our latest explainer, where we're going to break down the entire online property tax payment process step by step. Not only will we make sure you're accurately funding the community services we all rely on, but you're going to learn how to handle your bill with absolute confidence and without wasting a single dollar. So if you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by those tax notices or worried about making a costly mistake on a clunky government portal, you are in the exact right place today.
But before we even look at the payment portal, we've got to talk about a pretty startling reality to make sure you aren't overpaying right out of the gate. Are you paying an 8% increase or a 3% increase on your property taxes? A ton of Washoe County residents are completely in the dark that how their property is classified in the county system can literally cost them hundreds in unnecessary fees.
So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to hit the tax cap secret, how to find your APN, navigating the online portal, dodging those payment fees, a little troubleshooting, and some final tips. Let's dive right in.
Part 1. The tax cap secret. Honestly, this is the absolute most important step for your bank account. Understanding the incredible impact of the Nevada Property Tax Abatement Program.
Here's the deal. In Nevada, primary residences, meaning the home you actually live in year-round, are capped at a 3% maximum annual tax increase. But non-primary homes, like rental properties or a vacation house, they face up to an 8% maximum annual increase. So the crucial takeaway here is this. If your home is your primary residence, but the county system has it incorrectly coded as a non-primary home, you could be getting slammed with a massive 8% bump instead of the 3% you legally qualify for. It is absolutely vital to make sure your property is coded correctly.
Now, checking where you stand is incredibly simple. Just head over to the Washoe County Assessor's online tax cap lookup tool. From there, you just search for your property using your name, your parcel number, or simply your street address. Once your record pops up, just scan down for the line that says tax cap status. If it says low cap qualified primary residence, boom, you are good to go.
But if you check it and your primary home says high cap, don't panic. Deep breath. You just need to download and submit the Primary Residence Declaration Form to the Washoe County Assessor's Office. You can mail it or even just email it in. The sooner you correct this, the better, because this one simple piece of paperwork could literally save you hundreds of dollars over just a few years.
Moving right along to Part 2, finding your APN. Let's get your documentation sorted so you have everything you need before you even try logging in.
So what is an APN? It stands for Assessor's Personal Number, and you can think of it as your property's unique digital fingerprint. The county uses this code to assess your property's value and accurately process your tax bills. You absolutely must have this number ready to ensure your payment goes to the exact right place. Normally, you'll find it printed right at the top of your physical tax bill.
But hey, if you don't have your physical bill sitting right in front of you, no worries at all. You can easily hunt down your APN using the Washoe Regional Mapping System in just a couple of clicks. First, pull up the Regional Mapping System website. Second, drop your home address directly into the search bar. And third, select your parcel on the map, which is going to reveal your exact assessor's parcel number. Go ahead and jot that down.
All right, Part 3, the online payment portal. You've got your APN in hand, so let's confidently navigate the Washoe County Treasurer's online payment system.
Okay, pay super close attention here, because these system quirks can trip up even the most prepared taxpayers. First off, because of a recent system update, you'll want to delete any old saved bookmarks to the portal to make sure you're actually hitting the new active site. Next, and this is super specific, if you're using an Android mobile device, the Treasurer's Office states you absolutely must use the Firefox web browser so the page renders securely. And finally, when you enter your APN into the search bar, you have to type it cleanly. That means absolutely no hyphens, no dashes, and no slashes. If you follow this exact workflow, you get to completely bypass those annoying physical lines at the Treasurer's Office and pull your real-time tax data directly to your screen. Just go to nv-washoe.publicaccessnow.com. Run your search using that cleanly typed APN, your street address, or your name. Click on your property in the results, and bam, the system immediately displays your current tax bill, your payment history, and your total outstanding balance.
Which brings us to Part 4, payment fees. Because once you hit checkout, you've got a critical choice to make, and it directly hits your wallet.
If you just casually use a debit or credit card at checkout because it's convenient, be aware that a third-party service fee of about 2.4% gets instantly tacked onto your total. Now, for a large property tax bill, 2.4% can add up to a very significant and completely avoidable expense.
But thankfully, there is a much better option. If you select the e-check option at checkout and just take a minute to manually input your bank routing and account numbers, your transaction fee drops beautifully to $0. Yep, absolutely no charge to pay via electronic check. It's hands down the most cost-effective way to securely handle this online.
Just a quick heads up here, though. A single e-check transaction is capped at a $500,000 mark. So, if you happen to be paying a massive commercial bill that exceeds $500,000, you're going to have to process multiple e-checks to settle up that balance.
Okay, part 5, troubleshooting. Let's cover a few best practices so your transaction officially clears without any frustrating administrative hiccups.
First rule of thumb, always save or print your online confirmation receipt the absolute second your transaction completes, just for your personal records. This is also a perfect time to set a manual calendar reminder for your next installment because Washoe County doesn't actually auto-draft property taxes. And if you're using that zero-fee e-check option we talked about, you need to absolutely triple-check those routing and account numbers before hitting submit. Remember, e-checks are processed by your bank exactly like a physical paper check.
Why are we triple-checking? Because if your e-check gets rejected by your bank, maybe you literally just typed one digit wrong, or there were insufficient funds, your payment gets completely canceled. And even worse, you're going to get penalized with a $25 returned item fee from the county. Taking just an extra 10 seconds to verify those numbers will save you a massive headache. And finally, part 6. Let's wrap things up with some essential resources and a quick word of advice on your property tax journey.
Look, if you're searching the portal and nothing pops up, or you run into some weird billing error, or you just can't find your parcel number, don't sit there feeling stuck. Reach out directly to the official Washoe County Treasurer. You can call them at 775-328-2510, shoot an email to tax@washoecounty.gov, or just visit them in person Monday through Friday during normal business hours. Finally, a quick reality check as this disclaimer reminds us. You should always verify the absolute latest procedures, deadlines, and fees right on the official Washoe County website because, government processes definitely change over time. Keep in mind, this explainer is here to give you practical guidance, not formal legal or financial advice. We hope this empowers you to confidently navigate the system and really keep a sharp eye on that tax cap status. So now that you have the tools, isn't it time you check to see if you're accidentally overpaying the government on your own home? Thanks for joining us today, and happy learning!